Yeah, I had an experience. This experience was kind of short. I have two separate ones that I'll share. The first one was about. I remember I was standing in front of a group of people that I knew in the personal sense. I wasn't exactly sure who specifically it was, but I had that impression that I, of course, knew them in this kind of like, okay, maybe that's the brother or that's the mother, like type of thing. And anyways, when I'm talking to them, all of a sudden, my teeth fall out. My teeth start falling out. And I remember I was looking at myself in the third person, and it was the bottom row teeth on my left side. It was kind of back near the molars of the wisdom teeth, and they started to fall out. And everyone around me started panicking, but I started laughing. I started laughing because I knew that I was going to grow new teeth, so I wasn't worried. And I even tried to tell them that, like, it's not a big deal. I'm growing new teeth. And I even kind of like, I could see like the little nubbin of the new teeth or the new tooth coming in, kind of like when you, of course, when you're little, you lose the teeth and you get kind of like it poking through the gums. That's what was happening. It was growing relatively quickly. And but yeah, it was kind of funny is that no matter what I told them, they were like totally afraid that I don't know, they thought my image was ruined. They thought like I could see it all, that they were just thinking all these things like it was some sort of like reason to panic. But I was trying my best to share with them that no, I'm growing new teeth. But it's like they didn't hear that. And I thought, oh, that was an interesting experience. It almost reminds me of like because I was kind of looking at it like, well, what is the mouth for? That's kind of how you share things in the physical sense. You kind of talk or you write, whatever. That's another way to share. But you can talk in a sense also. And so it's kind of like that, maybe some new opportunity to share or something like that. And it was very interesting also that the teeth that had fallen out were rotten. They weren't like rotten, like black, I guess maybe not rotten, but they had this buildup of kind of stuff on it. And I remember I was kind of like, oh, well, it's better to lose it than to just kind of try to maintain it. It's already pretty much affected. So, yeah, I wanted to ask if anyone has any views on that also.
Just like in the physical sense, why do your teeth usually rot? It's because of what you eat, right? And so these are things that have been absorbed in the consciousness. It's just a reflection of that. So you're getting rid of the old stuff that you've digested, the old ideas, the old consciousness, etc. And you have an opportunity to, have new teeth and a new consciousness as to what we're doing here. It's very, very simple. So yeah, along those lines, because again, it's what you eat, and it's not necessarily food, so to speak, but that's that's a reflection of the idea, but it is what we absorb in our consciousness that rots us and makes us old. And the teeth are that example, because when we smile, people see our teeth, don't they? So it's kind of that too. It's the appearance type of thing, and it kind of shows a person's consciousness. And it's interesting that ideology and hair and teeth and things like this, they show up as to what a person physically eats. But on the real side, it shows the consciousness and what they're absorbing. You see? Fun stuff.
Yeah, and it was funny too. I remember I kind of laughed at myself because again, I wasn't panicking like the people around me. I'm not even sure why they were panicking. It's not like their teeth fell out. They kind of maybe just didn't want to lose me, you might say, because they're all kind of where they are positioned respectively. And it was kind of interesting though, or kind of funny. Actually, I kind of giggled because I ended up looking in the mirror on the real side, and when the tooth had fallen out, it left this big old gap in the front of my mouth, like the two front teeth were really separated. There was this big gap, and I thought I looked kind of funny. I thought I looked kind of like a hillbilly. I was kind of laughing at myself. It was fun. But anyways, and again, I never seen myself like that, so it's pretty funny. But